Hey guys, we're here talking guns with Alex Zedra.
Hello, happy to be here.
And we're going to find out what got her started.
But yeah, what got me started? So...
What was your first gun? Let me ask you that first. Red Ryder.
I was literally going to say that. I was like, do I say it was the Daisy?
But was it pink?
No, it wasn't pink. But I'm sitting
Right.
there, I just remember pumping it as a little kid. I remember shooting so many birds as a child, and I'm like looking back now, and I'm like, God, why did my parents give me a pellet gun or a BB gun?
I shot with my BB gun. My first one was the Daisy, and I cut off the stock, made it halfway through.
So
then
you're
I cut
already
off the barrel.
on the ATFs
oh yeah,
list
oh yeah,
when you're
by
like
far.
10
And I
years
cut
old.
the barrel off, so I made it like an SBR. And you know, you have to cut. You can't cut off too much because then you can't pump it.
Right.
But I did that, and then that's when I got the Army Man out, and I would take 22s. These guys don't even know this. I used to take 22s and make explosions, and I'd shoot the tip end of the 22 with the BB gun 10 yards away to make it explode.
Oh, that's cool.
So, you know, but
Yeah,
I was a little redneck. I couldn't help it.
Yeah, same. I had a 22 too, but I think, oh gosh, it's been so long. I was like 10, and I don't even know why my parents allowed me to just have a 22. I mean, we were taught gun safety, obviously, when we were very young, but you could only load one at a time, and I think I had to but it was literally one at a time. You had to load it. It was almost like a muzzle loader, but for a 22, and I don't remember how it worked or anything. I wish I still had it to this day, but that was my first real gun, yeah.
And then, what was your first purchase that you could say was yours that you wanted? Rifle, pistol, that you said, I gotta have that, I want it, like 9mm, whatever.
Probably the one that I got most excited for was the CZ Scorpion Evo, only because it was in Call of Duty. Yeah, that was my first real purchase that I got excited about.
And what was the last gun you bought?
What was the last gun I bought? Oh yeah, the M1 Grand. Yeah, so mostly everything I have is like modern tactical stuff. I want to start getting into, you know, more classics. And I was like, you gotta have to start with an M1 Grand. Yeah. Like you have to. And I felt like I needed to have my first Grand Thumb, but I didn't get a Grand Thumb because my thumbs are hitchhiker thumbs, so they didn't. It was.
So you struggled.
I struggled.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a video on it, picking it up from Clint with Classic, and it was just the most awkward experience because they had no problem pushing it in, but their thumbs, you know, when they push down with their thumb stayed straight. Mine just goes backwards, and they're all screaming, freaking out. They're like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Did you get mad at us? Did you get pissed off at a stamp or something?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I was just born this way." So it's just.
Did you enjoy shooting it?
I enjoyed shooting it, but loading it is a problem for me. So I'm just like, this really, really sucks. Yeah, but the ping is very, very nice to hear.
First one I ever shot was AP rounds in it, and I was like, "Oh, here, shoot this." I shot it, and I'm like, "Okay, that kind of sucked at first." And then I was like, "Okay," then I got the handle of it because I didn't expect the power. I was young at the time. I was very young. I was probably 12, 13. Right. And it about knocked me on my because I didn't expect that.
Right.
That's why I was still learning more about guns.
Yeah.
From that. And that was my uncle that actually did it to me. Because my uncle is the one who got me pretty much started. He had every gun that I know of ever seen. And he was, of course, in the military, so he had, you know, blueprints, all this kind of stuff. This is how you do this, how you do that.
I have no one in my family that had anything cool like that.
But the bad thing, he lived in Iowa, so it was kind of hard. And I still talk to him this day. I talked to him actually the other day. And he says, "You ever heard of this round? You need to find this round, get that gun, blah, blah, blah." I said, "Okay."
Did you exceed his collection?
Yes, as far as I know, I have. I never asked him, to be honest with you. I never asked him. I mean, I usually, when I see something, I just buy it. Or if I think it's a good price, and I jump on it. Or friends will call me, "Hey, this collection's coming up. Do you want to buy it?" And I'll buy the whole collection.
Well, it's like I look at it as an investment.
It totally is, because gun values always go up; they never go down.
Like my friends were like, "Why do you keep buying all these guns?" I'm like, "You spend $400 on a freaking pair of shoes that are going to be worthless in a month. You keep wearing them versus like my Marlin 4570s an original.
Right.
They don't make them anymore. Nope. I mean, now with I guess Remington does. But it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah. Right. So now it's worth double what I paid. So I just look at it as an investment. Yeah. You're
smart. It's smart. Yeah. And that's why when I tell the wife, I said, "What'd you buy?" And I said, "Just pay the bill. Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
And she says, "Well, I know you don't buy crap stuff."
Right, because you can always sell it for
as
much
money.
or more.
Yeah. Right.
And with everything, with the way the world is, there's so much crazy chaotic crap going on lately.
Right.
I'm not worried. I don't think you're worried. So, everyone that's concerned.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I'll trade you this Glock for like 50 chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair trade.
Seems like a fair trade.
Yeah, you eat chickens and eggs. You know,
Yeah.
you're hungry. I'll give you my blood.
Yeah.
Fair trade. You know?
Totally.
That's a shit gets really, really bad.
If you had to live off your own in a survival,
Zombie apocalypse.
yeah, which 2 guns and what caliber?
I feel like a shotgun, just because, you know, zombies, you got to do explosive headshots and stuff, or, you know, big game, be really reliable. But, and if you're like high adrenaline, you're freaking out, you know what I mean? At least shotgun, you know, you can pretty much hit the broadside of a barn, hopefully.
Yeah, spray and pray.
Yeah. Oh gosh, but then you kind of want like a rifle for like long distance stuff too, but then you also need something for like on your body.
You could pick 3 or 4 guns. Okay.
Oh,
just
3 or 4.
Load
Okay.
yourself
About 5
out.
or 6.
Well, you can load yourself out now. I mean, at this point.
Right. I mean, I would just honestly, I would just go with my 3-gun setup. Really, I got 13 round tube extension on the back on the end of that
Makes
thing.
sense, makes
It's a Brita B12i, and I could just
Makes sense.
quad load that sucker and do. Good
That
to
makes
go.
sense.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. What caliber pistol?
45 would be great, but I have so much 9 that it's more like realistically, if like, you know, shit goes down and your neighbor is more likely to have 9mm than say like 38 special or 45 or
Agreed.
any kind of special ammo, I feel like 9mm would be like the standard that you could, you know, trade and, you know, have backup of.
I'd
And
pick.
223.
Yeah, mine's Glock 9mm. Probably an AR-10 too, and probably a shotgun, like you said, maybe a sawed-off, something close.
Yeah.
And then my knife that explodes skulls.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
What do you like?
No, I have a knife that scuba divers use. You guys have probably seen this. And it has it's a knife that shoots a CO2 canister and it makes the brain or the head expand like a basketball, 800 pounds per square inch. So you could shove it in their head and you hit the button and...
Have you used it on like a dummy head
Yeah,
before?
we tried it. It was some pass and fail to it.
Very anticlimactic.
You know, it's for survival if you're in deep waters, for sure. But yeah, it's got a little, I mean, it comes out and holy shit.
Oh, that's really
But, you know,
interesting.
shoving somebody's head and...
Well, I would say that as well if I knew that existed.
Yeah, I didn't know it existed
learned
either until
something
one of my
today.
gun stores that keeps me going with guns says,
Yeah.
"Hey, I got this. You want it?" I said, "What is it?" He said, "That sounds cool. Send it to me." Take it. You know,
I'll probably hurt myself
it's
trying
like,
to figure out how to use it.
I'm not gonna
but-
go scuba diving in North Dakota, but you know, if you gotta kill, you know, a land shark with it,
Right.
you know, the knife is kind of cool. But you can only use it well, you gotta have a lot of CO2 canisters.
Oh yeah.
That's the only downside. So you had to
But
make
will
it
still function as a knife without.
Oh, yeah,
CO2.
oh, yeah.
So
It's sharp
it-
It's
okay.
that long. I mean,
Okay.
it's a
Very interesting. What's
Yeah.
it called?
wasp.
The wasp.
Knife. I'll show it.
A
to you.
wasp knife.
Wasp.
I freaking hate wasps. So this is the PKM and the RPK. I never know the difference between them. They look
It's-
so similar. How much was it in semi? Or do you
It was
remember?
like 4,000.
Oh, that's not bad. I feel like it'd just be like a good collection piece.
Yeah, I mean, I don't shoot it very often just because it's a.
I don't shoot any of my guns. I shoot the same 3 guns that I have. It's my Glock, my like an AR-15
Well, that's what
and
Lena.
a shotgun.
When I talk to Lena, Lena's like, I shoot a lot, but I don't shoot a lot of different guns.
Right.
But she shoots her guns, so she never has the opportunity to shoot different calibers.
Like I buy a whole bunch of different guns, but I
Right.
never take them to the range because it's like I mean, how many times can you shoot a Desert Eagle and then and I'm like,
have fun with it.
yeah,
It's like a 50 cal. You can only do it for a little bit.
right, like my Barrett. I have 2 Barretts. Why? Because I can. But it's I enjoy seeing people who've never shot them before shoot them than me. So it's
I
more
like when people lay next to me when I shoot it with the muzzle brake.
yes,
That's my
that's true.
favorite.
Everyone just goes like.
Now I want another Barrett just so I can get the suppressor, but I haven't shot a Barrett with a suppressor yet. I told Alex to pick out 3 guns that stood out to her the most that she either saw or never seen. So, tell me which ones 3 did you pick?
So this is like I don't even know. What
It's
this
cute
is.
though. They're so cute.
I have a Chihuahua at home. I immediately thought of her when I saw this. It's like a Chihuahua Browning. Like I don't even know. This is 22.
22.
So you have the filling your can over here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Little.
Ammo can with cloth belts.
So cute. Does this run?
Is it run? Yeah, it'll run.
Oh, have you shot it?
Yes and no.
What do you mean yes and?
Yes and no. I got it to run, but it was kind of a pain in the ass.
Oh, look at like.
Yeah, so I was getting aggravated with it, so I put it up.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll come back and play with it
Yeah.
again. Figure it out.
That's what she said.
Yep. Good for you. Awesome. Johnny's got to pee his pants.
What is this?
Tipman.
Tipman.
You know, tip.
Titman.
Tipman.
Titman.
Tipman.
Tipman.
They make those in full auto though. You can get those Tipmans in full auto. They're loud.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're actually fun to shoot.
Oh. This next one, this just reminds me of Call of Duty meta right now. Everyone's running the RPK. I think it says the RPD on it, but I just have.
Have you shot one of those before?
I have.
And?
I have, and I love it. It's very badass, but
The Russians know how to build a gun.
yeah, they do. That's one thing they're good at.
Yeah, that's one thing they're good at.
The other thing is starting World War III.
Exactly. No shit. No shit.
Last but not least, I do love wheel guns, and you said this was 4570, so I had.
You kind of want to shoot it. Don't you?
I do. I feel like because I have a
What
4570.
grainage? You want the highest range? Like 450 grain? 400 grain?
I don't know. Oh God. I don't
Can you
know.
shoot it left-handed? Are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
I think you should shoot left-handed. I'm calling you out.
You want me to look stupid?
Left-handed, one-handed.
I have very poor. I've had 2 shoulder surgeries.
That's okay.
My left
You can
side
man
of my
up.
body
You'll man,
is.
you can man up. Anybody who's on Call of Duty should be able to shoot that left-handed. Otherwise, I don't think, you know.
I don't feel like most of the operators in that game have even shot a gun before.
You're probably right. But it's either that or you got to shoot a Desert Eagle left-handed.
Ah, see, I have a Desert Eagle,
Yeah,
so
but
I could
you
do that.
never shot it left-handed.
I've never shot it left-handed. I've shot it right-handed,
Right.
but never left.
Now, do you think you could shoot
my
one?
left-
How about?
My grip is so crap on my left.
Okay. Well,
Actually,
so
I
was
really-
mine. So was mine, but I was able to do it. I mean, I held on it like it was never going to
Like,
leave my hand.
In
But
a match, I had to shoot left-handed, weak arm, and I literally my gun jammed.
I think
That's
you should.
how bad it
I think
is.
it'd be cool if we can get you to do it on video. One in one hand, one in the other, dueling. 45-71, Desert Eagle in the other, and shoot them both same time. Go big or go home.
You have a lot of faith in me.
I think you can do it.
I don't know, man. I got these. I don't know.
I don't think you're that dainty.
I'm pretty dainty. So what'd you pick?
My first one was my first SBR that I ever won. Of course,
Noveski.
They make pretty damn good. It's a shame
They do.
about the owner. So bad
Wait,
for
what
him.
happened with the owner?
He got killed.
What?
I heard he got killed on the motorcycle accident.
Is this news all around? Or
This
am
is
I
like
just
a while
discovering
ago.
this? Really?
This is like a while ago.
Maybe
Yeah.
I knew that and it's been a while that I forgot, or
Yeah.
I just don't pay attention enough to where.
The only thing I don't like about this gun is the weight.
Is it heavy? Oh, crikey. Yeah.
It's got some
This
weight to
is. How long have you had this?
it. Oh, forever.
I feel.
I'd say it's my first SBR, probably about 10 years.
Good lord.
And I've taken all the parts off of it and weighed
Yeah,
it.
you can have that back.
Yeah, it's kind of a bitch. But no recoil because it weighs so much.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good thing.
I mean, now like guns have come so far with like all titanium parts. They're
I
like
don't think I'd
4
want this in a
pounds.
zombie just because of the weight.
Right, you get tired.
Yeah, but the same setup that I have is be the way. That's
really
my-
badass,
This has
though.
actually has a binary trigger in it. I dropped a binary in
Oh, nice.
it. So it makes it kind of fun.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of gassy because.
Right. Yeah.
Second one is a gun that I bought. I was at the Staccato match. They had their big debut of their new gun. What was it? CS2? What was it? CS2S? Staccato in Texas? It doesn't matter. This was there because they made a big deal about it because the engraving was like 60 hours with the engraving and had to buy it now for $100K. And I don't think so. But I thought
Yeah,
it was
no,
cool.
me
It's for-
neither.
it was for the Fallen Blue, and since I know a lot of cops and everything else, it kind of means a little bit to me.
Right, yeah.
So, and it's one of one. So
Okay.
they didn't, as far as I know, it's the only one that they have, since it does say one of one. Even though it sounds dumb. But yeah. And then I was playing pool with these guys when we were out here filming, and I thought, I haven't checked that. They had an auction on it. I haven't checked it lately. And I checked it, I was like, and I bid, I threw a number on it, and sure as shit,
You got
I
it?
won it. And I had to go up, and I made these guys stay in the kitchen with me. Hey, we gotta help me tell the wife what I just bought. So I don't get yelled at because she won't yell
Gotta
at me.
have
in front of
someone
me.
to have
I'd
your back.
Yeah, I need
You
some
need
backup. I needed some backup. So then I told her, and she said, "Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I need to have these guys around more often when I buy guns." But the coolest thing was, this was probably 2 Christmases ago. These are Cabot's. She says, "You better not have bought me a gun for Christmas." And I said, she says, "I'm gonna be pissed." And she was generally serious. She was gonna be pissed at me. And like,
So you bought it anyway.
no, these were already made. They were there Christmas Day.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I'm in deep shit. What am I going to do to get out of this? So I showed them to her, and then she started crying because I had them custom made with One of them's our anniversary. One of them's our birthday of the serial numbers.
Oh, that's so unique.
So I did it that way. Then she started crying. Then she couldn't be mixed. So I scored
sweet.
points. But make it all about her.
brain.
Then you don't get in trouble, guys.
Yeah.
But there's a mammoth's bone grip,
Oh,
and then
that's dope.
cold hardening steel. But it's pretty. Then the wild thing was that she brings me over, and it's right up there, a Cabot serial number 1 of 50 with mammoth tooth grips and with 400 hours of hand polishing on it.
400 hours?
Yes.
That dude's forearms got to be freaking like.
Yeah,
jacked.
I
or
mean,
I don't even know what they would even use.
You'd have to sit in the front of the TV and just be doing this all the time. Type of thing.
Good God.
So, yeah, it was pretty cool. She cried and I scored points. So
Yeah.
it's all that mattered.
Well,
And I went and bought more guns afterwards.
there you go. You
Yeah.
got it figured out.
Yeah.
You got it down to a science.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a science to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that.
Just make sure that she pays the credit cards off. Good. Thank you, Alex, for coming out. I appreciate it.
Thank
You got to
you for
come out
having me.
again for sure. You
It's
guys.
25 degrees outside, and I'm missing 80-degree weather, but this is totally.
Well, we'll have you come out when
Worth-
it's warmer. We can go to the ranch, and we can
That'd
have
be cool.
lots of fun.
Yeah. I definitely
But-
will be back.
You guys hit that like and subscribe button, and I appreciate you guys watching. Take care.